What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Anime Reborn. We're here with the new update that just dropped. It looks like One Piece update. I'm not really, you guys are going to get to know this about me. I don't really know a whole lot of anime. I'm kind of a video game guy. I know a ton about video games, but when it comes to anime, not so much. So, I get really confused, especially when I'm in the Discord talking with people and everyone's using the anime characters' names. I have no idea who they're talking about most of the time. I gotta look it up and stuff. But in this video, we're just gonna go through kind of what the update offers, what it's changed, and I'll just kind of go through a little. I've been seeing a lot of questions of people asking where are the evil items, how do you get certain units, what's the new content, all that kind of stuff. So we're just gonna run through it here. I'm just going to start by opening the update log that we're met with upon login. So they've added 14 new units, 11 new evolutions, 7 new blessings, 7 new passives, 2 new abilities, new dungeon mode. We'll check that out in a bit. This might confuse people, but they mean 5 paths by inside the new dungeon mode. There's 5 lanes for the enemies to travel. It's kind of a weird thing for them to add, but cards, modifiers, debuffs and buffs also, and then 30 waves and multiple bosses. That's all inside the dungeon mode. So I don't know why they kind of made it separate lines here, but yeah, all of this here is included in the dungeon mode. New dungeon shop, we'll check that out. New dungeon currency, we'll check that out. 1 new story mode, we'll also check that out. 3 new bundles in the shop, added new units to the trading pool. This one's kind of weird to me. Unless they added 1 or 2 new units, I did not see a difference in terms of the units that can be traded between my accounts. I quickly checked and could not see a single new unit to trade, so I'm not sure who exactly they added. Fixed major old bugs, that's always good to see. Forced new units on banner. So this is one thing I wanted to also mention is whenever an update releases, it's always a good idea to get onto the game right away and check out the banners, because they're always going to have the new units on the banners. So always make sure you have a nice stockpile of gems ready to go. You could even get your pity kind of built up, so then when a new update releases, you can go and get those new units right away. And then every hour after that, the banner refreshes and you can get your hands on the new units. Always good to take advantage of that. And then new codes, I'll throw them up on the screen here for you guys. And then, oh wait, never mind, they're right here. So the codes are right here. 1P, Gear 4th, and then changes. They don't really go into detail on the changes, but always good to see, things like fixed major old bugs and changes. So raid shop, they finally fixed the raid shop RR from 250 to 50, which is way more reasonable for farming rerolls if you want to do things like macro the raid overnight. Reroll cap, sorry, not reroll. Cap raid shop to 250. I don't even know what that means. 90-second to 450-second teleport to lobby after mode. This is actually such a huge quality of life change right here, especially if you're running macros on things like portals. Because portals have modifiers to them, some runs are going to be shorter, some runs are going to be longer. So having a way higher time before getting teleported back to lobby makes macroing content like that much easier to do. So that's pretty much it for their notes. Now we're just going to go check a few things out. So first things first, we're going to go over to the play area. So they did mention they added a new story mode stage. So I've already completed it. But yeah, it's all the way at the bottom. Right here, Dora Souza. There's 6 stages as per usual, and then you have an infinite. We are lacking legend stages, which is unfortunate, but there also is a nightmare mode. So you actually have 12 stages, the 6 here, and then another 6 on nightmare mode. Looking through the rewards, you don't really get anything really special, and you don't really get anything from the infinite either. So part of me feels like it is going to be useful later on. There could very well be a part 2 to this update, or a future update here coming soon to kind of add on things. But for now, that's all that story mode offers. In terms of the banner, like I was saying, This is the current banner, but like I was saying, when updates release, it's always a good idea to build your mythical pity up before an update launches. So then, you know, when the new forced units, when the forced banners happen and the new units are on the banners right after an update, you'll have a good chance of getting them with little amount of stone or gems. So always something good to keep in mind. And then, yeah, other than that, there's been some... Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're going to go into the raid area now. So, down into the raid area, nothing has really changed in regards to the menus here. Like, Golden Dungeon is all relatively the same. Same with Ancient Dungeon, nothing has changed. Go to Universal. We do see that the trait crystals has changed from 250 to 50, which is much more reasonable. And you can get a ton of them now, 350 rerolls rather than just 100. So huge changes there. Kudos to them for listening to the community's complaints on that one. It was, in my opinion, it was quite unrealistic before. So this one has opened back up. These changes have opened back up the possibility of running macros on the raids if that's what you want to do overnight for like an overnight farm or something. But yeah, big deal. 350 is a lot per week. Like, that is a lot. And at 50 a piece, that's pretty good. So you guys will find, I see a lot of people asking, where do you find the new dungeon? It is in the raid area. It's just at the back. He's hiding at the back. You can see our man Laffy back here. It's kind of hard to get a view on him, but yeah, so he's the new dungeon NPC. You click on him, and basically he has a shop. In this shop, they now have a new currency, which you'll see here. You can get a few different things in here, and it restocks on a weekly basis as well. But you can get some stars, and this is where you're going to get a lot of the Evo items, the evolution items for the new units. So you got Mara Fruit, Damaged Cape, Ope Fruit, Sinji's Ret, Gravity Cane, Flamingo Shades, Purple Sword, a Headband, Giant Helmet, and then some more stars, some more keys, and some more trait crystals. So huge. You can get up to 450 trait crystals in a week if you really go hard. So that's really cool. Lots of potential for rerolls. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then when you go to queue here, you'll see that there's the dungeon, the Act 1. I'm going to leave running that for a separate video. But that's pretty much it, guys. To get loot, to get Luffy or Luffy, whatever his name is said. I know I offended some of you with that, but yeah, you get him with a 1% chance drop on the dungeon. So once you get him, you can start evolutioning him. I think he goes through 2 evolutions. I'm not 100% sure yet. It's really hard for me to drop videos quickly for you guys because I also have to get in the game and do my own farming between my 3 accounts and try to get the things and evolution them and all that stuff, so then I can actually make the video and do a proper like unit review and show you guys what they can do and their passives and all that stuff. So give me a little bit of time. I'm gonna keep playing the game here. I'm gonna keep farming, and once I get things and I have time to figure them out and actually test them out, I will definitely make some more videos on that. So don't forget to check out my previous video. I am doing a giveaway for some SIDs or some CODs, as he's named in game. The draw ends this coming Friday, so make sure you guys get on in that video, get yourself entered if you want a chance to get a free SID. Alright guys, yeah, I'm gonna get back to the game. I will get some more videos out there for you guys. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.